Hey there, Anaiis Salles. I'm with part 4 of my Pisces Moon deep dive weekend intuitive reading for Sacred Union and Twin Flame, which I have broken up into 4 parts. So, in this description box below, you will see the links to the other videos. I, of course, would suggest them that you watch them 1, 2, 3, 4 and in numerical order, but you know what will resonate with you. Trust your guidance on this. I'm not going to restate what I've restated in the earlier videos. If you're really interested in that, just check out the first part 1 and take it from there. So this has to do with the shifts and transitions that we're coming into with Sacred Union, in alignment, in absolute alignment with the Pisces Moon and Saturn going direct very shortly. So this is going to be a very intense period of time. Energies are intense, and if you want to take that and look through the astrological lens, help yourself. Free will, that's what we've all got to understand here while we're here. Okay, now I only read for Sacred Union and Twin Flames, and I'm going to just roll on and pretend that you've watched at least part 1 of this these connecting dots for this Pisces Moon. First out, we have the Artist. Then we have the Queen of Pentacles. Then we have the Six of Wands. Then we have the Hierophant. Next we have Temperance. King of Pentacles. Ten of Cups. All right. So we are making some progress here, and if you look at my earlier videos, the earlier parts, you'll understand what the progress is looking like and how we've worked our way through. And this is going to be resonating with you depending where you are in the flow of these energies. So these are not time specific, and not everyone is in the same place. Please appreciate that the ascension journey is unbelievably specific and unique to who we are. Okay, I'm rolling up my sleeves here, okay? So here we have the Artiste. And I love this deck because it's added a card here. This is 23. And most tarot decks, when you get into the major arcana, they end at 22 with the World, and then you go into the Fool. Well, this artist, Matt Hughes, has stretched himself and has appreciated that between the World and the Fool is the co-creator, the Artist. So here we have this very, very beautiful card. I hope you can see it. Yeah, I love these cards. Even though the pentacle is still the pentagram, and I can't do anything about that. But maybe one of these days I'll work with a card designer and we'll do something different. Okay, so here we have the beginning energy is after all that we've done and all the transitions and shifts. Now we're waking up to the fact that we don't create our own reality, but we are able to be conscious co-creators who participate in all of source creation, making a contribution that then impacts everyone and everything. So this is where we're beginning this reading. Next we have the Queen of Pentacles, and for me, once you recognize that this is your true situation and this is who you are, and you've come out of your pain body and you've awoke, as they say, to your social and cultural self and all those constraints that are part of the break your heart system of separation. Now we move to the Queen, and just imagine that instead of a pentacle here, we have a beautiful orb of sacred light that is balanced within as a sacred master key with divine masculine and divine feminine in balance and harmony with source. Yeah? That would be the Queen of Earth. Okay. And I can teach you those skills as you're waking up. If you want to learn about them, you can come onto my channel and find out more, and I'd be happy to teach you or share what I have as learning opportunities. All right, next we have out the Six of Wands. So this is celebrating this development in our soul evolution. This is our progression. Now we are able to take our sacred sexuality, our power, our passion, and apply it into the generation of deep and true organic abundance in any environment in which we are participating. So this is beautiful. This is taking our wand energy and knowing what to do with it and how to bring it to the circle of life and share our passion, our purpose, and our ability to act consciously. Wands are about action. They're also about passion, and they're also, for me, they're about purpose. Moving into purpose and aligning the passion, purpose to generate abundance. Wands are fire. So we go, now we've come from earth to fire. And we understand the relationship of those energy dynamics because we're the artist. All right, now coming out. Yeah. So now we are recognizing who we are. Our spirituality is now aligning with true organic abundance and passion and power and purpose. And we may be going back in and doing even more self-reflection about our understanding of our own spirituality and our what resonates with us. And maybe within each and every given structure of known, recognized path of spirituality, whether you're using the I Ching, you're a Buddhist, you're a Christian, you're a Jew, you're practicing Islam, Baha'i, Pentecostal, all of those forms are up for reflection about how well they encourage organic abundance and expression of sacred sexuality without constraint on either gender to move into the pure bliss of being in union with Source without an intercessor. Without someone who's going to tell you, these are the rules, this is how it works, this is what your spiritual path should look like. You have to find that out for yourself. So this is where we're going back in and taking the resources that are coming to us in the ascension journey, and we're going and we're finding out which frequency resonates with me. Cool, let me figure that out. And if I am moving from frequency that I grew up with, from a social self and cultural self perspective, that's cool too. What I want is a direct connection to Source. And if whatever spiritual path I'm on or whatever practices I'm using, if they bring me into direct connection with Source, rather than, let's say, a New Age connection to Thoth and Metatron, it's cool because it's the direct connection to Source co-creation that I am seeking. Because I know anything else is a binary code Vesica Pisces death trap. Eternal death trap. Alright, now next after that, it's going to take patience to do all that reflecting. So here we have waiting for deep insight and understanding and awakening in truth, connected to Source. And it's going to take temperance and patience to understand the gifts that will come our way. They're really not gifts, they're really your natural birthright, but we've been conditioned to think of them as gifts that only certain people get to have. That's not what's really going on with Ascension, but whatever. It's all about what you choose to be conscious of and how much you want to wake up. Question of degree. Now here we have out the King of Pentacles. This is about understanding again. We bring the Queen of Pentacles, King of Pentacles, union around abundance. We bring the patience to bring that union to life. And then we bring the spiritual aspect to continue on with our journey of sacred union. And this means really coming into a space of both temperance and deep understanding, because you have two individuals coming here and they are not carbon cookie cutter copies of each other. So this has to come into balance and deep understanding, and this is going to be part of the journey as well. I hope you can see these cards. Okay, so we're moving on into that now. Okay, and then let's just say as we figure this out and we begin to understand 5D earthly abundance and how we participate in the generation of 5D earthly abundance in collaboration with others as conscious co-creators, being the artists, the empowered, beautiful beings that we are. Now we begin to experience deep, deep bliss, emotional bliss, spiritual bliss, outside of the expression and the experience of being trapped in a pain body. Yeah? And now, part of that bliss is going to be living the 5D life connected to Source and in attunement with Gaia and all of her elementals. And there's so much to learn about this. I have been on this journey for 30 years and I'm still learning. But I am so excited always to share what I know. Direct experience, because I'm one of the lucky ones. I was plugged in direct from birth. It's just a function of DNA, but you know, many life learning cycles, which is why I called for years, I called my work Living Lessons Library. And now that's transitioning. And my work is now called Sourced Solutions. So we're all always constantly growing and learning and changing. Okay. Beautiful, 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 beautiful. I like it. And we're on it and we're doing it. Now let's see what clarifications we have out for this little short reading. For me, this is a short reading and I really don't want my battery camera to run out. So clarifications, let's look. Yeah, first, okay. To clarify the Six of Wands, we have the Six of Wands. So we got a lot of sense of passion and purpose about where we're moving in our sacred union journey. Next we have the King of Pentacles, confirming the King of Pentacles. Next we have the World, which I think is a beautiful clarification of this entire flow of energy. So maybe I'll put that here because it is a validation of the artist who has the abundance and the understanding with which to co-create. Next we have out the Four of Wands. This is about stability. So here, the double Six of Wands energy and the Pentacles, we absolutely can move into stability so that we can begin to live out our sacred union mission and have a structure, build a structure for that, and live happily with the Ten of Cups energy inside that structure. Okay, now here we have more. We have the King and Queen of Pentacles, and now we have a new beginning. Ace of Pentacles, coming in with temperance, coming in with the patience of having done all the spiritual and clearing, emotional clearing work that you've done. And notice that this, I really love this card. I just think it's amazing. It's my favorite of this World Tarot deck because what you have on the coin is an image of wheat and not a pentagram, and I deeply, deeply, deeply appreciate that insight. So here we have a new offer of abundance, of organic abundance coming in with patience and temperance. And then we have next out, we have the King of Pentacles again. This is the King of Earth. So this is the, some people think of him astrologically as an earth sign. I don't necessarily think that that always follows as an archetype. There are plenty of other people in the world who do very wonderful, powerful things with abundance, and they're not earth signs. Okay, so here we have this King of Earth here, and it is clarifying this King of Earth already out in the reading. So for me, this indicates that the divine feminine and the divine masculine are both integrating and allowing this archetype of the King of Earth to just integrate with their excuse me, their ascension journey as part of their soul evolution. So they're moving into a new dynamic with a new opportunity to integrate the earth energy of abundance, organic abundance, within their inner unions and their external unions if they are already experiencing those, and using that to go forward with mission work. So for those of you who have been struggling or feel that you've been struggling, this new energies, this full moon, is clearing away a lot of debris and a lot of clutter that has had people really stuck. Now here we have a pair, a union pair, King and Queen of Earth, here in the reading. And so this is a verification that in these full moon energies for Pisces, you're moving into this as we are looking at Saturn going direct, and the hard work that you've put in to understand the dynamics of abundance in terms of your relationship to Gaia and the earth and your ascension journey, that you're going to have those opportunities. And here you have, while you have the King of Pentacles validating the King of Pentacles, I feel that this Knight of Pentacles, in alignment with the world, is coming in to show that in your mission work, there will be other opportunities to collaborate and co-create that will bring in abundance for all concerned, and will bring in some form of abundance that will nurture and sustain the entire awakening collective. So this is great news for you, both divine feminine and divine masculine, as you allow this energy to integrate with your all of your cells, body, mind, emphasis on body, emotions, and your causal body, your thoughts. Yeah, so this is beautiful, coming in with these new energies with the full moon. And then we have out for the Ten of Cups, we have Justice. So this is, again, Justice came out earlier in this reading. I'm pretty sure, if I remember accurately, that was hours ago now, because you know what, my battery did run out and I did have to reshoot this part of this ending of this reading, so it makes sense. Oh, no problem. But it's now like the middle of the day. Here we have this beautiful Ten of Cups energy, which is bringing in the emotional fulfillment. This, for me, is the beautiful reflection of the core energy of the reading, which is the elixir of life and the gifts that we are receiving. If you haven't seen this, is gorgeous card, Mystical Moments Oracle. And here we have Justice, bringing in the sense of emotional contentment, because this is what you can expect to experience once you have liberated yourself from your pain body, your body that has been completely coiled in and cast in and trapped in and locked in and netted to pain on all levels, emotional, physical, mental pain. And that kind of compression is going to increase. So now there's a lot of energy, because we're coming into 2020 with the ascension energies. Get yourselves out of your pain body. And if you would like some assistance with that process, I'm very well able to assist you. Just contact me at the any of the contact points in the description box below. I've done this work for years with lots and lots of people, and I've trained other teachers and facilitators who are now working all over the United States and even in other parts of the world who are using what I taught them. So I can help you get yourself situated. All right. So what else do we have out? Because we got just a couple more cards here. Okay, we have out the Emperor here. And I feel that this Emperor, interestingly, because we have the Queen of Pentacles and the King of Pentacles, and we have the energy of the Hierophant here, I feel that we are looking at the Divine Masculine very quickly moving into understanding his relationship with the other elements. Here we have Earth, and with the Queen of, well, this is Wands. We have a lot of Wands and Earth energy here. But earlier in the reading, we also had the Queen of Cups. So this is this Divine Masculine moving forward with his clear intention to move into a relationship with the beautiful elementals, earth, air, water, and fire, that are part of coming into dynamic and loving, conscious relationship with Gaia, with her elementals. Now, what does this look like? Because, you know, I talk about this all the time. But you could say to yourself, what the hell is she talking about? You know, conscious co-creation. We have so many examples of this from my own life and in my soul group, and simple things like going out and sitting quietly in a reflective moment in nature and asking, there's something you're ready to share, and in order to share it, you need to have some help from the primal creative energies of earth, air, water, and fire. I think in an earlier video I shared the story when my now older son, who is a grown man, when he was feeling challenged and not able to fly a kite because there was no wind, I came outside with him and we took a moment and I demonstrated to him what it's like to invite the wind to come and play. And the wind did come and play within a minute of my asking, and he was able to learn how to fly a kite. This also happened with my younger son. We were out on a sea fishing adventure. I wanted to just offer him that opportunity to check that out, go out on a big boat. Not a super big boat, but a fishing boat that could accommodate like 10 people. And we got caught in a dead calm, and there were no fish, and we were just sitting out there off of Nantucket, just kind of wasting our time. And I explained to my younger son that perhaps it might be helpful for us to tune in to the water energies and to the diva of the fish species and ask if we might receive the gift of catching some fish that we could take home. And within 5 minutes, everybody was catching fish. And there was more than enough. It was too much for the people on the boat. We caught so many, so fast, so quickly. And we went back in, and we had everybody got their fish attended to and prepared in the way that they wanted to. And my son and I ended up taking like 4 fish back to the cottage where we were staying for our vacation. And we cooked, and we had way more. I think we ended up bringing it to like a barbecue or something, because we just had so much abundance of fish from that simple asking. So when I'm talking to you about conscious co-creation, and I'm talking to you about, those are simple examples. I've also had examples where once we wake up to who we are and how powerful we are, we do have the ability to interact with the weather and to this is already happening and we're now being victimized by it, but why not understand the energy and power and frequency dynamics of that and become people who, in our local environments, perhaps if we come into this conscious relationship with the elementals, we could have an impact on how much flooding happens, or whether or not our town gets hit by a tornado. This is where this is the, you know, the final exam for ascension, earth graduation, right? So when I talk to you about these things, these have practical applications. And again, I do teach this in my my shared learning environments that I offer both online and in person. So this is the Emperor coming in with the Justice. The Divine Masculine is going to get to experience very soon now, moving very quickly into his very, 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 very powerful relationship with Gaia, coming into balance with her in her evolutionary cycle. And that's going to be very, very emotionally gratifying. It's going to feel great, Divine Masculine. You're going to love this. And you're going to love doing this with your Divine Feminine, whoever she may be. All right. Now, we've got a couple more cards here, and then this reading is finito. So we have out, okay, I was wondering when we were going to get some cups. Okay, here we have the King of Chalices. So like I said, here's the Divine Masculine waking up to his role, his beautiful co-creative opportunities as the Emperor in relationship with the natural elements that are Gaia's to share. And now he's bringing, he's adding, he's feeling this beautiful emotional connection to the elements, to his Divine Feminine, to his own awakening, and to Source. And the emotional fulfillment is coming in where he's going to be able to express and share his emotions without shame, without embarrassment, without feeling that doing so makes him less than a, quote, man. This is really beautiful. So I know lots of people, and I know lots of younger men, and I know adolescents and boys who are having beautiful, beautiful, beautiful environments to grow up in which their emotional life is not handed over to a feminine to manage for them. And these young people, these young men, I mean, really it's usually somebody about 45 and under that are having this experience, and then they're passing it on to their male children. It's stunning to see this. This is incredibly gratifying for me because I was married to my first husband was unable to access or express his emotions or articulate them. And then, we had a child, and that was one whole big story, and then divorced, and then I got into another partnership, and that man person was also completely terrified of his own feelings and what was in his shadow, and it was a train wreck. It was a train wreck. So these men are now in their 60s and 70s, and it's the emotional evolution through attrition. But my sons are very emotionally available men. They are loving, they are nurturing, they are kind, they're very balanced with their masculine and feminine energy, especially my older son. And I can't tell you how grateful I am I have lived to see this, because the dynamic of he-she relationships and what a woman had to put up with in order to keep a roof over her own head. I mean, literally, the mother of my second partner basically once said to me, keep your legs open and your mouth shut. And that was coming from a woman. Can you imagine? So that was what she had schooled her son in, and that was what he expected of me. Legs open, mouth shut. Well, that's so not me. So we're making progress. We are evolving, and it is just gorgeous. All right, so now what have we got last out here? Yes, so we have the Emperor, King of Cups, Justice coming in to this beautiful energy, which is also including the capacity for the Divine Feminine to be in a really beautiful, abundant, self-sustaining relationship in her own right, and being able to collaborate with others to bring stability into the union in that way. So what do we have last up? We have the Sun. This is just beautiful. Look at this. Woo! Yeah, lots of energy. Yeah? So Divine Masculines, you've gone through all these timeline merges, and you've been getting your bleeps kicked, and you've been coming back and working it out, and now you're starting to see and feel and experience the fruit of all of your beautiful, beautiful inner work that you've done, coming into union and coming into even greater soul evolution through the journey of sacred union and ascension. Awesome! Woo! I'm having a very emotional weekend, I have to say. It's very beautiful, it's very emotional, but I am, just for fun, whoops, gonna close this out. Remember, Two of Cups is the core energy, operational here, with one of my own guidance cards. And I feel really very excited about this because the creation of this artwork was part of my grieving process when I lost my partner, and that's 23 years ago this year. So let's see if these cards want to talk, if they want to bring us something. And I tell you, like, you can see like how challenging it is for me to shuffle, which is why I don't do it on camera. You got to trust me that I do it. So let's see what comes out, if anything wants to come out of here from this deck. Okay. Okay. Thank you. So here we have, this is one of my guidance cards, and this is two angel bees together, whispering into the human collective ears, helping us with our ascension journey. They certainly helped me with mine over decades now, with the guidance and with the direct connection. And here's the message: co-create. Okay, so thank you for watching, and there is a part 5, and I'm really trying to keep these short because otherwise we're looking at a 2-hour card reading, and almost nobody has the time to watch that. Okay, thank you very much. I really do appreciate your stopping by and sharing your time with me, and do let me know what you think of these cards. It's abstract art, but I think the energy's there, and maybe you have a resonance with them. Let me know.